Okay, that is going. Let me get over here and get this going. Where that went, I don't know. This is always throwing me a curve these days, which is not good. Let me do this again. One of these days, you guys will show up and I'll have my act together. 30 years and I still can't get a PowerPoint to work. uh, it is funny in a weird kind of way. There's a special cool feature that I don't normally use, which is the ability to have a presentation, have it completely take over the screen, which is cool until when you click something, it just completely disappears. And then it's not so cool anymore. So we're here to discuss Manifest. I'm delighted that you've decided to invest some time with us. And I want to give you as much information as I can and hopefully make it intelligible. What we're here to discuss are several things, just the key points. There's an aspect of the trading with Manifest that is passive, that's relatively new. And it's something that is very exciting because the idea of passive is you have either a robot or also known as an EA or a person doing the trading. You open an account, it trades into your account automatically, no hands. You don't have to do anything, and we'll show you how that works. It truly is passive. That is not available to people that are US citizens, by the way, just a clear caveat on that. The manual trading also is a very, very popular area. This is available everywhere. We'll show you how you can take advantage of this. And this is a skill that once you learn it, nobody can take from you. You'll, as a result of that, see a lot of educational growth and personal growth in the process. And this is something that's super special. I want to start off with this. This is the December exclusive offer. To be a customer normally is $150 and then $99 a month. To be a customer IBO is normally $170 and $119 a month. Now, until Sunday, that to be a customer is $20, and then on your 30-day renewal, it goes to the regular pricing of $99. To be a customer IBO is $40, and on your 30-day renewal, it goes to $119. So if you really want to take a look at this, it's a very low cost of entry to kick the tires and take it for a test spin and see if you like it. We're pretty confident you will, because it really has exceptional value. For those of you that don't know me, I'm here in the Seattle, Washington area in the Northwest, very Pacific Northwest of the USA. Married to a lovely woman named Anna. She and her daughter came here about 20 years ago from Romania. Alex is now back in Romania with a seven-month-old boy. And my son is in Bozeman, Montana. For fun, I like to fly fish and play bass guitar. On my professional resume, it's mainly things that generate income. That seems to be a common theme in what I do. I've been involved in other businesses, but I just never really gravitate toward that type of business that much, nutritional and some other things. I like things that generate money. The product itself generates money, Forex product, real estate, crypto, and internet and team building has been something I've done for a long, long time, literally since the late 80s. So I've been at that part a while. And before we get into the trading part, trading is risky and your results will vary and are not guaranteed. This information is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice or a solicitation to invest. Trading Forex, indices, metals, and other instruments is at the full discretion of the user, and users are fully and solely responsible for their own trading results. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your initial investment and should therefore evaluate your own risk tolerance before trading and only trade with money you can afford to lose. Any links in my post may contain affiliate referral links and may generate a reward for the referrer, and hopefully they do. And the bottom line is right there, underlined, is never risk funds you cannot afford to lose. Very, very important. When you start out, it's really prudent to trade crypto until you have the confidence level that you can really do this, and then, or trade demo, I think I said crypto, trade demo, until you really know what you're doing, and then and only then, embark on something that trades live money. So what I want to start with is the automation, the passive part of this. This is available in many places in the world, with the exception again of the USA, not available to US citizens. But if you are an IBO, James Little, you can turn around and market this to your international clientele, no problem. You as a US citizen can enroll people that then sign up for this. You will override them in the business, but you wouldn't be able to sign up for this product yourself. So that's something any of our US citizens that are on the call, you can still do the business aspect with the passive, which definitely is a very broad, there's a broad audience that wants passive. And here's why they want passive. Imagine once it's set up, you get your account set up, you fund your account, and then the trader is trading into your account automatically. And this particular strategy has been trading since 2018. It's quite good. It's generated a 7.93% return, which means that this statistically is there's a lot of depth when you've got almost 6 years worth of data. That's a good number. It had a 28% drawdown at one point. I don't know when that was. This is something I dislike about my FX book, because it gives you the high water mark on that, but it doesn't tell you how they've done over the last 6 months, last year, last 2 years, last 3 years, what have you. So you'd have to look into that more to see when that occurred. But it's not a deal killer. I mean, this thing has made a lot of money for people over the years, and it's years, not days, weeks, or months. It's years that it's been performing. So that's a very significant thing. Now into the manual trading. And this is, all of this stuff, by the way, before I get into this, one of the litmus tests, one of the acid tests for any company is, would a customer buy the product if there was no business opportunity attached to it? Let that sink in. Would the customer buy the product if there was no business opportunity, no business motivation to get the product? I have to qualify, so I have to have the product. You've heard that before, probably. Are there examples? Is there evidence that people will buy the product? They don't give a rip about the business. They don't care about the business. They want to learn how to trade. They want to take advantage of the passive, and that's it. They're busy, or they just don't like being a networker. Do we love them? You bet. It's the best evidence you can have about validity of a company is when a customer says, I don't want to do that part, but I want to do the customer part. Cool. We love you. It's very powerful. These are our educators. They're in a lot of different topics. I'm going to focus on just two of them. This fellow right here, which is Mohammed Khan, and this fellow over here, which is Reynaldo. These two gentlemen are generating the signals in the Forex market for our company. And this is such a, and I want to mention Lee Markham, honorable mention here. He is getting stellar remarks from everybody that attends his classes. I've yet to do it, and I have no good excuses other than I'm super busy. But I hear that he is making some really great educated input to his audience, and giving people some tips and some ideas that are turning into some really good things really quickly. I'll just leave it at that. Here is an example of Mohammed. These are results from Mohammed. We call him Mo. Mo had 4,150 pips in the month of September from the 4th until the 29th, with a win rate of 72%. In October, 9,573 pips, just outstanding results, 74% win rate. In 4 days in December, in this particular graphic, this was 4,428 pips, and this is a tough month to trade in. Many people take the month off. So if you chose an average here of 75%, we add this one in, we add this one in, and you came up with 75%, which I think is a safe number. That means 1 in 4 trades you're going to lose. All right? Embrace that. That's part of real trading. If they tell you they're going to get 100%, they're going to deliver 1% a day, run fast the other direction. You're probably staring at a Ponzi. This is real trading. This is not that. You get your own account set up. You control that account, and you have complete latitude what you do with that account. When it's your own account, it can be at whatever broker you choose. That's your choice. You control that account. So nobody can take your money. You don't have to ask permission to do withdrawals or any of that kind of stuff. That all happens, at your volition whenever you want to do that. But let's say that you got 1 in 4 losses, 3 out of 4 would be winners. And if you're doing things properly, you keep the losses small and let the winners get bigger. Very simple. You just take every trade and keep your losses small. You're going to have profits. How big they are is a matter of, how good you get at managing the trades, but that's it. This is kind of like trading with training wheels. What do I mean by that? Remember when you were learning to ride a bike, you had the training wheels on the side and you'd bounce to one side and bounce the other, and then you'd finally get back up on the tire and realize that you're actually riding the bike. Well, this is like that. This is trading with training wheels, meaning you have a signal that comes in and it says, here's the entry, here's the stop loss. There are 3 take profits. When you're new, I would have you consider just 1, just to keep things simple. So you've got 3 things to do: entry, stop, and where are you going to take profit. That's it. And we'll teach you this stuff, until you're proficient at it and you're working it, and then you can get fancier and have take profit 2 and 3 and so on. But this is what a signal looks like. This comes in from Telegram, and these come in rapidly. I mean, like, there's a whole bunch of them I posted in our Telegram group today that were just a stellar example of what the traders are doing. It was a very, very compelling day when you see the results. This is from the S&P 500. The previous one was from gold. This is the gold signal. This is S&P 500, an indice. So what I want to do at this point is I want to introduce you to my business partner, Robert Russell. He and I met actually over the summer. We had been doing business. Next month will be a year. And I had occasion, I was in Eastern Europe with my wife visiting our daughter. And we thought, why don't we fly back through Ireland? What a lucky find that was. In addition to Robert, it's a great place for Americans to go back into the country because you don't have to go through customs when you get back. You do it in Dublin. Yay, that was cool. I'll always be a fan of Ireland and that airport in particular. So more importantly, Mr. Russell is a very accomplished trader. And what's the most remarkable thing, he has developed most of that skill since I've known him. It'll be a year, and he's been trading just a little bit over a year. And he is a remarkably accomplished trader in that short period of time. So demonstrating with clarity what is possible if you apply yourself, and he does. So with that, Mr. Russell.
Robert, thank you very much, folks. And again, welcome. So folks, what do we actually do extras, for our manifest team? As what I always say, folks, it's about value, okay? If you have value, your customers, everybody's going to stay. We do live trading calls, live sessions, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. This is 2 p.m. UK time. That will be, I'm trying to make sure now that I'm correct, Eastern time, that is 9 a.m. So it is early mornings. We do our trading live through the US Open, folks, okay? So we want to make sure there's volume there. Folks, I'm only trading, as what it says, Forex about a year. And as Robert says there, if you come in and you give it 110%, this is achievable. I am here and I can prove it, folks. There's no question about it. A wee bit about myself, folks. I'm engaged to my partner, Karina, about to be married in the coming months. I have 2 boys, Mason and Jaden. Folks, most importantly, we've got to have activities on the side, to enjoy life. I do golf, fishing, and I love getting out walks in the morning to clear my mind. My professional, folks, is investing in Forex. I love crypto as well on the side. I'm a big internet marketer. I love building teams. And most importantly, folks, the very bottom one now has my 100% attention, is being a Forex educator, okay? It's like the things that I did in the past. You don't want people making the same mistakes because it takes so much longer to get on the journey. So by myself, by Robert, and especially by Manifest, we want you to achieve your goals twice as quick by not doing the mistakes that we did. So folks, on our calls, this is what we go through. Breakout strategy. This is what I do. It's like breakout strategies, okay? What do? We trade the DAX, the Euro versus the dollar, and the USD versus the JPY. It's all about support and resistance lines, trend lines, our daily, weekly, monthly pivots, the fair value gaps. And folks, that bottom one, as you see, we have a high winning percentage. It's not all about winning, folks. To me, it's about cutting your losers short. Okay, that's the key to success in trading. Cutting your losers short. Folks, we have a technical side on these live calls, and I always say this is the most important part. This is where Robert comes in, and Robert is also going to be adding his strategy to the calls. So folks, watch this space the end of January coming into February. Okay, these calls are going to be mind-blowing. You'll not want to miss it. Robert covers the technical side, which is key. MT4, MT5, trading view, position calculator. Folks, there's so much more that comes on here. These calls is all about value. On these calls, folks, we will call live trades, but we just don't call it for the sake of people on the call. We've got to make sure we have all our confirmations. You know, people say, what's confirmations? It's not like guessing. Where's the trade going to go up or go down? We need our confirmations before we go into a live trade, folks, okay? And guys, as I says, I am super, super excited to what is ahead. I know what's ahead, but watch what's going to happen in January, February, March. Folks, this is a book that Robert told me about, keeps promoting it, and I 100% agree. Best loser wins. This book, I read at least 10 to 15 pages every day before I go to do my live trading. And folks, I am so much in the zone, I'm ready to attack the markets. Okay, guys, I don't want to give too much away because I want you to be on the live calls till you see what is actually happening. Okay, folks, back to Robert.
One of the things that Tom Hougaard mentions in this book, and it's so true, there's something, the number of people that get in this market that lose is like 90%. It's an awful statistic. Here's a simple tip. Don't do what they do. Do what the 10% does that wins. If you do what the 90% does, you know, they'll do things like, you know, there's just, I'd rather not steal Tom Hougaard's thunder. He is clearly the authority on this topic. He was with multiple Wall Street firms, winner of multiple trading competitions. He is an absolute stellar superstar trader by anybody's measure. And when you get the book, you'll see diagrams and stuff, but you also can get the Audible on Amazon and listen to it when you're doing whatever you love to do. If it's exercising, walking, whatever you may, you know, driving in your car, you can listen to it and then you get back and you can review the diagrams in the book. The most important thing that he goes over though is the trading psychology, because he'll tell you, you can learn the technical. That's not that difficult. It's what's in here that really makes a huge difference in trading results. And you'll get a lot of pearls from Mr. Tom Hougaard. Now, back to our business part here. It's $149 normally, and then $99 a month to be a customer. To be a customer in IBO, just add $20 to this. So it's $169 or $99 or $119 to be a customer in IBO. And right now, again, we have the customer part at $20. 30 days later, that will revert to the regular pricing of $99. So toward the end of January, you would see, or rather, actually, I guess it's the beginning of February at this point. For $20, you get 30 days as a customer. For $40, you get 30 days as a customer IBO. So if you want to build a business, and in both cases, it reverts to the regular pricing. For a customer, 99, 30 days later. For a customer IBO, 119, 30 days later. So take advantage of this. And further, you know, if you're a business builder, take advantage of getting some people involved in your business. It's a heck of a price break. It's a real bargain. The other thing that's cool here is there's a lot of other stuff we haven't even touched on. I touched a little bit on our crypto guy, but there's financial education, there's stocks, there's wealth management, e-commerce, real estate, there's a travel portal. We're going to get more information about that, you know, to help our team get up to speed, personal development, health and well-being. There's a wealth of information here. In addition to what we're up to with trading, we're just kind of focused narrowly on the trading, but there's a lot of goodies in Manifest. You get comments all the time from your team. Hey, you didn't tell me about this crypto guy. Man, he is great. He just called out was it Solana, Robert, that was $10?
Yeah, I was on the call today, and last week he gave out a few coins, and a couple of those coins have gone up 80, 90, 100% that he called last week just.
Yeah. Well, Solana was
Yeah,
the standout to me because he called it when it was $10 and it's now $120. That's a 12x, guys. That
incredible.
is a 12x. Now it's not trading, it's just he's picking out and choosing some really quality assets. And apparently he's pretty adept at it because that was one heck of a number. Now I want to get into the how you make money here part, and we're not gonna teach you the comp plan or any of the minutia, just some very broad brushstroke stuff. But this disclaimer is another one that's an important one for business. There's no guarantee that you will make these levels of income, and you accept the risk that earnings and income statements may differ a great deal by individual. As with any business, your results may vary and will be based upon your individual capacity, business experience, expertise, level of desire, work ethic, attitude, and some other things that are pretty hard to put a yardstick on. Now, here's the compensation. The first objective with the compensation, and you can do this, by the way, as a customer or an IBO. Okay, if you're a customer and you go get 3 customers, your fees waive. That's the extent to which you can earn, which is to cover your own membership. You get 3 customers, 3 is free. It's a requirement for the IBO to get into the additional parts of the compensation plan. But again, 3 is free. The IBO does this, they're going to have their membership part waived. They're still on the hook for the $20, but the membership part, the $99, that part is rebated to the IBO. The customer gets the rebate on their customer part. That's it. They're free at the party. Now, the next tier in the compensation is Founder 500. You see that you have to have 3 customers for this. And these are customers only, again, in this column, not customer IBOs, but just pure customers. And you have to have 10 on the right and 10 on the left. That then earns you $500 a month. Now, here's what I know. I've done this kind of business a long while. If you get somebody to $500 a month, they never leave, ever. Because they've gotten a taste of what it's like to get residual income. And now it's not quit your job money, but it's better than a poke in the eye. $500. And as you can see, it gets better from there if you get serious and you build a team and you really take the bull by the horns and get good at this. Both Robert and I have earned this. We will be paid at this amount next month on rebilling. We're actually well beyond the 10-10. In fact, both of us are gunning for the 35-35. And I think we'll hit it this month, by the way. That's the objective. Then it's $1,500 a month. Again, not quit your job, but it's making a car payment. It's making some dent on the rent. You get the idea. It's really a very desirable thing. And here's the thing. Is this passive? Well, not when you're doing it, not when you're starting out. It's like a jet airplane. Does the airplane fly in the air without putting a lot of gas on the throttle on the ground? Nope. You got to have a lot of gas on the throttle on the ground. You get in the air, then you can coast a lot more. You don't have to have nearly the expenditure of fuel once you're in the air. It's the same here. You've got to work a lot to get this going, but once you get it up in the air and you've got some leadership on your team, it can take on a life of its own. Then is it kind of passive? Yeah. Then can you do whatever you love to do? And you have trading that you can offset your income with. You have this that you can offset your income with. Yes. Is this for everybody? No. That's good news. Somebody comes along and says, I hate networking. I only want to be a customer. Celebrate that. We love that. You need customers that are customers only. If they have that, hey, I'm not going to fight with them. You want to be a customer? Super. Welcome. Let me show you how you get plugged in to get all of our goodies as a customer. As you can see, you can make a lot more money than this. I won't make you rich right here on this spreadsheet, but you get the idea. I mean, there's some pretty significant income. This right-hand column is monthly income. Let that sink in, We've got people that are earning over 10 grand a month in this business right now. We do not on our team, but above us, there are some people that are very, very effective at this, and they're terrific people. It's not accidental. So the other thing that's cool is there's some incentive trips that are very nice. There's one coming up to the Maldives, and we have a ways to go to get to that. I'd love it if we did this time. I don't want to be negative, but I don't think we're going to hit it by the end of January. But next year, is it possible to do this? You bet. And I fully intend to be in that cabin right at the back right there, the farthest one out from the walkway there. The fish are right out there, I can tell. I can't wait to find out for myself. This is the fellow who's running our company. This is Jimmy Bennett. Jimmy Bennett is a classic rags to riches story. He was homeless and now he's a self-made millionaire. He's a serial entrepreneur. He's an investor. He's an influencer, and he's in his early 30s. I mean, look at that. You know, he's been featured in Forbes, Bloomberg, GQ magazine. Um, just a lot to like. And every decision that he has made that I'm not in direct communication with him, but indirectly, and I look forward to soon we will have direct access to him, which I'm delighted to report, and that will be really great because I love having the ability to interact with the leadership, and he seems like a really great leader. Um, the other thing with customer support in the company, English, Spanish, Portuguese, and Bengali are languages that are on the docket right now with the customer service department, and this is what the customer service department looks like. Very diverse group, and they're in the UK in an office, not remote. So you have first class service available to your clientele right from day one, and it really is. They've got really good customer service. So with that, I would like to. I'm going to turn off the stream. We can get into the Q&A, and away we go. So thank you for attending today, and we're going to.